Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome, and today we're gonna talk about potty training. I really wanted to share this video for all of you out there who are struggling with potty training, or you're a first-time mom like me. And I have learned a lot through this potty training and wanted to share some tips with all of you. My son is gonna be 2 soon. I can't believe this 2 years gone by so fast. Today I probably can say that my son is potty trained. It was hard for me and for him since we started potty training so early for him. My sister, she's a girl, and for her girl was easier than son. So she told me that boys usually tend to go to potty training later, but we tend to manage it. It is perfect now. He is officially potty trained. So now he's more like, he realizes that he needs to go pee, he needs to go poop. So he usually tells me that, oh, I need to go pee pee or poo poo. So he tells me already. When it comes to potty training, you don't have to rush it. You don't have to stress yourself out. If you're stressed, your boy is gonna pick up on that and he's gonna be stressed. So you have to be really calm. And I know there will be times that you're gonna be tired of this, because when you start early, it's gonna take longer time. So you have to prepare yourself for this, and you have to know that this is gonna be longer and I have to manage that. Like when I was getting stressed, he was like, he was lost. So you don't want that to happen for your kids. Potty training can be hard, but once your kid gets used to it, it's so much better than changing diaper every time. It's like life-changing. You can start potty training at any age. There is no limitations. They don't have to talk, they don't have to walk to be potty trained. Kids will do it naturally. It's totally up to you. Whenever you're ready to do it, you can do it. Let's say my friend, she had a 3-month-old baby and she potty trained her, and I don't know how she did it, but I could not manage that. I want to do it for my second baby in the future, hopefully, but it was so much like saving money for her. Like she told me everything, like it was a lot of saving money. She learned it so fast and it was like a miracle for her. So that's why I don't think that potty training has to be like, after 1 year old, after 2 years old. It doesn't matter. Whenever you started, they will pick up on it and they will learn. Your child, your baby, they're like, I'm telling you, they're so smart that they will learn anything you teach them. When you start potty training, you will kind of know already like what time your baby needs to go to poop, what time they need to go to pee. So you will kind of have an idea of like when they need to pee or poo. The only thing with me is I started early. Like I started as soon as he turned 1 year old, and it was too early for him. At that age, after like 2, 3, or 4 months, they won't be able to say, oh, I have a pee or I have a poo. It's just I was taking him to pee or poo. I would tell him like, let's go pee, let's go poop, you need to pee, you need to poop. So I already knew the timing for my baby. It was better for me than changing the diaper. I'd rather take him to potty sitting, and he can just sit there, pee whatever he wants to do, and then whenever he's done, I can just clean it. It was a lot more convenient for me. It's a lot easier for stay-home moms because we're always at home. Since I started early, I was taking him to potty all the time, but he would hold his pee and then he would wait for my action to kind of take him to pee or poop. Around 18-24 months, between that period of time, there is a magic window. Like they learn a lot more, and at that period of time they usually copy you. Like what whatever you do, they want to copy you. Kids are so funny and interesting, so it's okay to show them like naturally, mama needs to pee or daddy needs to pee, so that way he learns from us. That's a really great example for your child to be able to learn everything by themselves. So look up for that magic window. If you want to start during that time, that's fine. It's totally up to you whenever you want to start it. Just know that magic window is 18 to 24 months. At that period of time, it's going to be a lot easier for you to train your kid. When you start potty training, look up for the signs. Like some kids, they kind of stare for something. Like for example, my son, when he wants to poop, he kind of stays. Like he doesn't even move. He stays and he looks in one direction, and I already know that he needs to poo. And I just tell him like, hey, you need to poo, you need to poo. And then I take him like to poo-poo. So just look up for those little signs. Every child is different. What my child is doing, your child might not be doing. I'm telling you, in the beginning of a couple of days, you're gonna learn your child like what they do before they pee or before they poop. That's a great way to kind of look up for signs, and then that way you can tell them, oh, do you need to go pee or poo, and then they can respond to you. That's what happened with my son. When I see the signs, when I tell him like, oh, you need to poo or pee, he would be like, pee pee or poo poo. He would be like responding actually. Your child will need your help at the beginning until they naturally start telling you pee or poo. But at the meantime, you have to take them. I know it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of work, but I think it's same as changing the diaper. Like for myself, I did it for 7 months, and then after 7 months he started to tell me pee, poo, and then it kind of naturally started. So around what month? I think around 22 months, he started telling me that he needs to go pee and poo. So the things that you're going to need, try to purchase a very simple product. I know there's so many like potty sits out there where they have fake flushing noises. You just have to be very simple. I don't like those. They're too entertaining, and you don't want the potty training to be too entertaining for your kid. And I bought the simple one, the one that you can clean really easily. The fancy ones, they're so hard to clean. So just think about yourself, because this is your job to clean and you want it to be as simple as possible. So I did buy one of this, the toilet ring. I bought this from IKEA for like $5 or $6. They're very cheap. And I also bought this one. One stays downstairs and one stays upstairs. I did buy this one from IKEA as well. They're like cheapest one, like $5 or $6. I do like this a lot. It's easy to clean, and you can put this in any room. Like I put my potty sitting in a living room because that's where most of the time we are. When they see it with their eye, they will be like, oh, there's a potty, I need to go and sit. And so many times happened that when I left it in the living room, my son went by himself and peed or pooped. Like sometimes it happened with pants, and at the beginning I did not use pants at all. He was like half naked in the bottom, so some of the times he was just going there and just sitting and just peeing and pooping, not even telling me, not telling anybody. And I think it was helping, like putting the potty in a different rooms, it will help your child. Other product you will need is a step stool. These products are all cheap. This one was $5.99, like $6, and I got it from Home Goods, TJ Maxx. They're very small. I have to be careful when my son is using the step stool. I use the step stool for him to kind of wash his hands, but now since he's 2 years old, since he's starting to say pee and poo, I want him to be able to step up the stool and pee on the toilet. That's my goal is for the next step. But meanwhile, I'm using the step stool for washing his hands. Another great tip is Make sure you wash your kids' hands after when they pee or poo. Even though if they did not touch anything, it's gonna be like a habit for them, and they're gonna learn how to wash their hands, how to wipe their hands. So everything comes like step by step, but if you start doing those, it's gonna become a lot easier for you as a mom. Like being a mom, it's hard. So if you start like doing that step by step, it's gonna be a habit for them, and then eventually when they start doing it themselves, they will know what to do and what to expect. I did buy pull-ups, like a simple pull-ups, just in case if we go to like outdoor, but I don't use this a lot. I don't even use diapers anymore. The only time I use diaper is at night during nap time, and I do use this during nap time. Also, I did buy underwear from Gerber. This is a Gerber underwear. These are perfect. It says 2T, but these were perfect when he was 1 year old. It did fit him when he was 1 year old. My baby, he's a petite one, so he was born really small, and it did work, and it still fits him. He's gonna be 2 soon. I think he can use this until he's 3 years old, I believe. And these are stretchy, perfect. These are usually thicker material in the bottom, then the top is a lot thinner. Let's say if any accidents happens, this catches a lot of pee in here, so it's my favorite one. At the beginning, do not use any diapers, any underwear. Just let them run naked, half naked in the bottom, and then on the top you can just put a t-shirt, and on the bottom do not put anything. As soon as you put anything on their bottom, it's a hint for a diaper. Let your kid run naked, no pants, no underwear, no diaper. Make sure the house temperature is normal for their skin. You can do this up to 5 to 7 days. I did 7 days. Somebody just woke up. If you let them run naked, that teaches them how they pee, how they poop. Because kids, when they pee or poo naked, they kind of wash themselves. Since they were born, they were with a diaper, so they don't know what to expect, and it's kind of interesting for them to know how they poop, how they pee. They have to learn all these things. For my son, it was at the beginning, it was a little like, interesting. He was watching himself. That's not a big deal if they make an accident. Explain them everything with a normal voice. If you get nervous or if you scream, if you stress out, they will think that they're doing something wrong. Just take it step by step. You don't have to rush it. Just take it naturally. Like if you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, it means you're not ready. Just do whenever your family is ready for this. Accidents will happen a lot. When I say a lot, it's just a lot. So just be patient and explain your kid or your child that the pee goes in a potty, not on the floor. If any accidents happen, get involved your child, because they need to help you. You're not doing anything crazy with the cleaning. I usually clean it with him. We both clean the floor when he makes an accident, and then I teach him how to clean. Usually he's always happy to help me. It's really cute actually how they clean and everything. They don't clean pretty well. It's just, to teach them. Also, rewarding is not okay. Most of us, we do that. Like at the beginning, I was doing it and then it stopped working. So rewarding your child after peeing or pooping is not okay, because when they pee in the future and then when you do not reward them, they're not gonna pee or poo. So you have to be really, really smart about it. Also, I see a lot of videos about potty training in 3 days. Potty training does not happen in 3 days. Like, that's not even true. Unless your kid is like 4 or 5 years old, then you can potty train them in like 3 or 2 days. But before that, it's not even possible. With my experience and all the things that I have done, I'm telling you, it took me like 7 to 8 months, and now he started to tell me that he has a pee or he has a poo. And even sometimes when he gets too excited with playing his toys, or if we are outside, like sometimes he forgets and accidents happens again. And it slowly takes time, but it's not gonna happen in 3 or 4 days, I'm telling you guys. There is a book named Oh Crap, Potty Training. If you have a time, that is a great book to like kind of learn a lot of things about potty training. So after, when my son was 1 year old, I kind of stopped using onesies. I just started to buy 2-piece PGs, because that way it's a lot easier for me. Even if you're using the pants, it's easier to kind of pull it down and just use the potty, because this age is, when they say potty, you have to run sometimes, because in the young age they cannot hold it for too long and their bladder is a lot smaller. And then after like 1 year old, like around 13-15 months old, their bladder becomes bigger because they learn how to hold their pee. So the sooner you do, the sooner they will learn to use their body and everything. 2-piece PG is the best option when you're doing a potty training. So I will kind of break down everything here, what I did and how I started. So it's kind of gonna get you an idea on how to start potty training. The first 3 main steps are peeing, pooping on a potty with no underwear, no pants, and nothing. And then the second step is pooping and peeing on a potty with pants. And the third step is peeing and pooping on a potty with underwear, like a grown up like us. And that is like a 3 steps that you have to follow. And if you do those three things, you're gonna be a lot more successful. It's gonna help you a lot. I'm gonna share you my daily routine, how it was at the beginning when I started. So 7 a.m. we wake up, and I take off his night diaper, and I take him to potty, and then he pees or poops, whatever he has, and then until lunchtime, no diaper, no underwear, nothing. The first couple of days, this is our routine. No diapers, nothing, naked in the bottom. It will take a few accidents before you realize what their signal is, so just be patient. Around 12 or 1 p.m., it's usually his nap time, and before his nap time, he usually goes potty for pee-pee, and then I put his pull-up diapers on him. After, when he wakes up, I take him to potty as soon as possible. I take the pull-ups off, because these are easy to pull down and pull up, and he just pees. Usually the pull-ups are dry when I take him to potty before going to nap and after going to nap. So these are most of the time dry. He doesn't pee while he sleeps. After 3 p.m., usually the routine is the same as the morning. Naked, just play as normal, wait for the cues, and take them to potty if it's necessary. So the bedtime routine is around 8:30 for us, and for this age right now. But when he was 1 year old, it was like around 7, he would fall asleep. So whatever your bedtime routine is, just to make sure you do everything. Like, he puts his PG on, just the top, the bottom is naked again, and then he drinks his milk. We read a story, and then he brushes his teeth, and then when it's time to go to bed, he pees. He goes to potty and pees first, and then he goes to bed, and then I put his diaper on. That way you're getting a lot more dry diaper, and they are going to sleep a lot better actually. So they're gonna sleep a lot longer. When they pee, they usually wake up, and the next morning it's the same process, the same thing again. That is like a same routine. It's totally up to you if you want to add the pants or not, but I did not add the pants or underwear, anything, for like 7 days. And when I did it for 7 days, he started to have less accidents, a lot more less accidents. Even when we go outside, like we walk outside for like an hour, he doesn't have an accident. He doesn't pee, he doesn't do anything. He waits until we go home and then he can use the potty. Also, one hack you can do is you can get the potty seat and put diaper on it, and then when you're traveling somewhere like with the car or anything, you have a travel potty seat in the back of your car. You can use it. It's a lot convenient and easy. That way you're not going to be using diapers again. When you start using diapers again, they will be like, you know, they will get back to it, you know, oh, I have a diaper, I can pee again, you know. Don't let them to pee on a diaper after when you train them, because you did all the hard work. You shouldn't just waste it. This trick helped us a lot and it was successful. And now my son, after like 7 months, he says like, I have a pee, I have a poo. So he kind of understands already that he needs to go pee, he needs to go poop. Please do not stress out. Slowly your child is going to learn everything, and it's not it's not the end of the world if they don't learn anything. We're all different human beings and kids are the same. They have their own way of learning things, so do not rush it. If they don't learn it, that's fine, it's okay. If there's a lot of accidents, that's normal, because we had a lot of accidents and it was normal to our family. If you get a dirty floor or anything, that's fine. He's your child. He's learning. That's how they learn usually, making a mess. Even when I teach him how to eat by himself, he makes a huge mess. And I know it's a lot of cleaning, it's a lot of work, but that's how kids learn apparently. And I learned that myself. At the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, you're making a mess. But kids learn by making a mess, so that's fine. Let them learn, let them make a mess, let them enjoy their life. I wish you good luck for potty training. Hope all this information is going to help any of you out there, and comment below if you have any question, and please subscribe. Don't forget to give it a big like for this video. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.